Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on your time zone, and welcome to Moral Compass 101. Thank God for another opportunity to come and get edified together through this platform. In our last topic, I took some time to answer three intriguing questions, which I combined and made one question because they were interdependent or they were related, and the topic was why purpose. You can go back to our last video and listen to the 12 points that I did put across to answer the question why purpose. Today we'll dive into a different topic, and before then I'll please request you to comment so that we can interact, to subscribe so that we can get edified together, and to like and share so that we can disseminate knowledge, which is a human necessity that no man can acquire enough. Today we have an extremely intriguing topic that addresses the most important asset in human beings' life, called time. Hence our topic title, which is time is of essence. Time is of essence. Anybody who seeks self-determination, which is the autonomy of self-leadership, must first and foremost acquire skills of managing the only asset that may be within their disposal, namely time. Remember, previously we said that self-determination is the autonomy or the freedom that someone seeks in order to make independent decisions, and the need to practice or to follow through those decisions, and that is the initiative that comes with self-determination. So our first and foremost question is, what is time? My definition of time is a free, universal, defined entity, the most variable quotidian constant asset, and a humanity equity that instigates chronometry equality among people of all walks of life. I'll repeat that. Time is a free, universal, divine entity, the most variable quotidian constant asset, and a humanity equity that instigates chronometry equity among people of all walks of life. This means that regardless of who you are or where you come from, regardless of your position or location, every human being around the world gets 84,400 seconds per day, which translates to 1,440 minutes per day, and precisely 24 hours in a day. So time is a humanity equalizer where everybody gets their fair share of 24 hours per day, regardless of their faith, background, education, political affiliation, gender, race, or even their socioeconomic status. Okay, contrary to the ancient misconception that has through the lapse of time propagated to the world that money is the paramount and the most substantive asset of humanity, I'm here to totally demystify that centuries-old lie. This belief is extremely far from the truth because money is dependent on time, hence the superiority of time over money. What do I mean? Unlike money that's dependent on time, time is an independent resource. The money you earn on quotidian basis depends on the hours you put every day. This pensive thought substantiates the 1748 maxim by Benjamin Franklin, who said, time is money. That, if you go to work, you work 8 hours a day, that will be reflected on your paycheck. If you work 40 hours a week, it will be reflected on your paycheck that, you have converted your time to money. So, the truth or the reality that time is money. Money is a reward of time well utilized. This maxim cannot be applicable vice versa. Reason being, no one is rich enough to buy a second bag. Time once gone is totally irredeemable. Unfortunately, with all its paramount and substantive value, just like money, time does not come with character. In other words, the commonality of both time and money is their undeniable lack of character. The constitutive ability of both time and money is incumbent on the character of the beholder. That, money just like time, or time just like money, don't have character. That their ability to make sense, their ability to have value, depends on who is spending them. Remember, previously I've said that time and money are the only two assets in the world that you can spend. So their ability to make sense, their ability to have maximum productivity, depends on you, on your character. Your beliefs, success and achievements, and productivity from your 24 hours per day depends on how your impeccable character of great time management. I just explained that how productive your time will be depends on the quality of your time management. You can argue it otherwise till cows come home, but any person who cannot manage their time wisely can also not manage their money wisely. I think that's a self-explanatory thing. So many people can argue otherwise, but that's the reality, that anybody who cannot manage their time wisely can never, ever manage their money wisely. Your effectiveness of time management is clearly directly proportional to the effectiveness of your money management. I'll repeat that point. Your effectiveness of time management is directly proportional to the effectiveness of your money management. This maxim substantiates my claim that the constitutive ability of both time and money is only incumbent on the character of the beholder. That when I claim that, the effectiveness of time management is directly proportional to the effectiveness of money management, this will substantiate my claim that the constitutive ability of both time and money is dependent on your character to manage them. It does not matter how much time or money is at your disposal. If you squander either, you will have fallen short of your presumption that time and money holds a constitutive ability naturally, into contrary reality that both time and money are futile under the care of a spendthrift or an idler. I'll explain this, that you can argue otherwise about time, but the reality of it is, if you squander it, if you're an idler, or if you're a spendthrift on your money, the reality will dawn unto you that, time and money don't have character. The reason to why some people will always outdo others after being subjected to equal opportunities, equal working hours, and equal paychecks is because they are character of time and management is wanting. People will have one job, they will earn equal amount of money, they will work equal amount of times, but at the end of the day, their productivity will be different, their success in life will be different. Why? Because they have a different character when it comes to time and money management. It's not how much time or money you have. The constitutive ability or lack of it altogether is determined by how great or how poor your character is on matters time and money spending and management. It doesn't matter how much money you have. I just said that, times without number, we have read about people who win millions and millions of dollars on lottery. But, study after study says that 70% of lottery winners will die poor. They live deplorable lives because they lack one essence thing: management. They have not taken enough time to acquire the skills that are needed to manage their time, to know when and where to invest. Thus, their failure, regardless of how much money they have. So, the most initiative thing is to know how to manage your time, because out of time management, you shall acquire important skills to manage your money. Until next time, please stay safe. Blessings and shalom.